ball's gonna be going over the rafters. He'll score, then he'll score, and then I'll score. We'll have a 6-run lead.
Hold on! Time out! Sorry, I was deep into some attack point quantum mechanics and lost track of time.
Can you throw?
Sure.
Well, we need a fresh arm.
Pitcher change. Get in there.
This is no written exam, Bastion. I hope you know what you're doing.
Trust me, I've done all the calculations. Now get ready for some heat, Jaden. This one's coming in red hot.
Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard, finding trouble, never looking too hard. Well, back at class, they never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn, hit this. Tough times, hard climbs, we'll take them on together. Right now, let's go! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Generation X. Game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Game on, get your game on. We'll make the grade and win this fight. We'll make the grade somehow. Yeah! Game on, get your game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Come on and get your game on.
I hope you're ready for something with some bite!
Strike two. You're out.
Nuts!
All, take your base.
Time? Jaden, what's going on? You got 2 outs, and now you've walked the last 3 batters.
Pretty slick, huh?
Slick?
Yeah. How else would I get a chance to pitch Bastion?
What? So then you walked all those guys just so that you could get even with Bastion?
No, I don't want to just get even. I want to get ahead. Hey, you hear that, buddy? You're going down.
Down the base paths, perhaps. Now then, give me your best, Jaden. I don't want to hear any excuses after I wallop it right out of the ballpark. That is, if you can manage to get the baseball over the plate, of course.
Game on.
Game over soon.
Now here's some fight for you.
Ooh, the Paradox Brothers couldn't beat Jaden. Chaz couldn't beat Jaden. I need to find someone who can beat...
Heads up.
You! Well, of course! Who else could cause such intense pain?
Now that's keeping your eye on the ball.
Sorry. It was...
My fault. I was the one who hit the ball.
Bastion? Of course! Here I was, struggling to find a new accomplice, and here it smacks me right in the face. Well, the eye, actually, but that's really beside the point.
Dr. Crowler, accept my apologies.
No! I've been meaning to have my contacts refitted for ages, and now I have the perfect excuse and the perfect new protégé. All right, you two, you've caused enough trouble. Now shoot!
Fine. But that was foul, Bastion. Bye.
Never mind those two, slifer slackers. It's time you started consorting with those more your class, don't you think? It's time you start consorting with me.
Yo, foot rub iced tea, now.
Get it yourself.
Huh? What was that?
Doesn't he know? Guess not.
No what?
Chaz, where do you think you're sitting?
My seat?
Sorry, but that's not your seat anymore. Now move!
What are you talking about? Of course this is my seat. It says so right here. Ah!
Sorry, Chaz, but you were moved way over there.
No way. This is all wrong. I don't belong over there with those losers. Dr. Crowler, tell everyone this is a mistake. Tell them I belong up here.
But you don't, and you haven't since you lost that one duel to who was it now? Ah, yes, I remember. Jaden Yuki. A slifer! Which is why tomorrow you will duel Bastion Misawa, and if you lose to him as well, you two will switch dorms.
You mean I'd become a raw yellow duelist?
Yes, very good. Now, if you could only duel as well as you listen.
wasn't a foul, Bastion.
Jaden, over the center field fence usually isn't.
Look, I play like I duel, with formulas. See, I find that science, statistics, geometry, they play a role in everything that we do in life.
Wow, I never looked at it that way.
So, do you have a formula for everything, Bastion?
And here we are.
And where's that?
My lab, my workshop, my dorm room. That area is for traps. That's for spell cards. And that's, well, you get the idea. Most of these I've memorized, and as you can see, I'm running out of room, so...
So what?
So, mind helping?
Check it out! I'm Michelangelo! Get it? Because I'm painting on the ceiling!
You do realize this means war, Jay.
Now look, Cy, it was an accident!
That's enough. Give me that paint. Funny, is it?
I don't think I've ever had such a good time painting. Hey, you're all right, Bastion.
Yeah, and so is Yellow's food.
Oh, you flatter us. But I'm sure it's not that much better than Slifer's.
Trust me, the closest we get to lobsters are Dorm Cat's breath.
Speaking of bottom dwellers, what were you talking to Crowler about back at the game?
Actually, he wants me to test to be an obelisk.
Are you serious?
Is that why you were cleaning up your room?
'Cause you're switching dorms? Well, you deserve it. Congrats, Bastion.
Again, you flatter me.
You're
Come
good,
on,
man.
Bastion,
Come
you're
on.
Awesome.
I saw you duel during the entrance exams. You kicked that duel proctor's butt. You'll totally pass Crowler's test and be an obelisk blue. And we can say we knew you win.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Got it, Chaz?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I said yes, I understand.
Well, you had better. The Princeton brothers have a plan. Your brother and I are following through with our ends of it. And you had better be following through with yours, Chaz. Come on, just think of it, little bro. The world of politics, finance, and duel monsters. If we control them all, then we will control the entire world. So be the best. The future of the Princeton family depends on it. It depends on you.
Be the best? How can I be the best with lucky punks like those guys out there? What is this? Bastion's heading off to the Slifer dorm for the night? Then his dorm room will be all empty.
Hey, Cy, what's the Rod doing here?
He painted his room today, so we let him crash here.
But Cyrus, he's a raw yellow. What if he wakes up and wants to duel one of us or make fun of one of us? How do you know we can trust him?
Relax, Chumley. He's cool. I mean, he let us eat at the raw meal hall.
Oh, he can have my bed if he wants.
Jaden, wake up!
Oh, what is it, Miss Dorothy?
I was at the docks unloading some goods near the shore. Then I saw them. Cards tossed everywhere.
Tossed?
Careful now, boys!
Oh, that's Ring of Destruction.
And Force Raider.
Bastion, these are all of your cards.
It's my own fault. This deck was in the desk I moved to the hallway yesterday when we were painting.
Who would do something like this?
Someone who doesn't want you to advance to Obelisk Blue, that's who. I mean, this was your deck and it's totally ruined. Oh man, what in the world are you gonna do now, Bastion? Your promotion exam is in less than an hour.
Bastion, you've made it! Oh, and I see you've brought some friends.
I hope you duel better than the company you keep.
Wait a sec, Chaz is your test opponent? Bastion? Then he must have been the one that tossed your cards.
Pardon?
I don't know what he's talking about, Dr. Crowler. I didn't do a thing.
Oh, is that so?
Zane? Alexis?
I saw you, Chaz. This morning by the water. You dumped them in and ran off. I normally wouldn't snitch, but you don't mess with someone's deck.
Yeah, no joke. That's low for even you.
Oh, come on. Who's to say I wasn't throwing away my own cards? I guess Bastion and I just have similar decks, that's all.
Liar.
No one calls me a liar, and no one calls me a thief.
Fine, then you're not. Let's just have our duel, shall we?
But how?
A good duelist always has a spare deck. Or a few of them. After all, you saw all of my different formulas. Well, they were for all my different dueling decks. And each one of them is as powerful as the next.
Yeah, well, you can go ahead and have your 6 stinking decks. 'Cause all I need is this one. Now let's start this.
I thought that you would never ask, Chaz. Ha! Dual disc arm. You're just a problem to be solved, Chaz. A theorem to be cracked. You're finished.
So bring it on. Duel! Hope you're ready, 'cause here comes the hurt. I summon Chthonian Soldier! Then a card face down, and that'll do it for now.
Oh, will it now?
Sounds like Bastion's got something up his sleeve.
He works quickly.
I summon Hydro Geddon in attack mode. Rise, Hydro Geddon! Now attack Chthonian Soldier! With Hydro Gust, destroy him!
Thanks, you just activated my Chthonian Soldier's special ability. It causes you to take the same amount of damage to your life points that I did.
Not bad.
Bastion sure walked right into that one.
I activate a special ability also. You see, Chaz, when Hydro Geddon successfully destroys a monster in battle, I'm allowed to immediately summon another Hydro Geddon from my deck. So rise, Hydro Geddon! And my battle phase still continues, which means I can now wage a direct attack against you, Chaz. So go, Hydro Geddon! Hydro Gust!
You'll pay for that. I activate my trap card, Call of the Haunted. With it, I can summon one monster from my graveyard. And the monster I summon is... That's right, Chthonian Soldier! Next, I'll activate the spell card Inferno Reckless Summon. It allows us both to summon in attack mode any monsters from our deck, hand, and graveyard that are the same as the monsters we already have on the field.
It makes no sense. It doesn't matter how many of those Chaz brings out, they still won't have enough attack points to beat those Hydro Geddons.
Not by themselves, they won't.
I activate the equipped spell card Chthonian Alliance. The monster equipped with this card gains 800 attack points for every monster that has the same name as him. That brings his attack point total to... Well, you're the math nerd. You can figure it out. Attack, Chthonian Soldier!
Oh no!
Oh, Bastion's life points have gone down by more than half. He's losing the duel.
Bravo! Good show! But it will be short-lived. Rise, Oxygeddon! Now attack the 1200 attack point Chthonian Soldier with Vapor Stream!
Forget? When my soldier's destroyed, you take the same damage as me. Some whiz kid you are.
My turn's not through. Next, my Hydro Geddon attacks another of your soldiers.
That damage is still all going back to you, loser.
Oh man, why does Bastion keep attacking? He's only hurting himself.
Nah, he's fine.
Bastion's playing smart. The Chthonian Soldier with the equipped magic card has 3,600 attack points. Bastion would have to summon an incredibly powerful monster to destroy him. Unless, however...
Wait, I I see. Unless he takes out the other Chthonians and lowers the big one's attack points.
Right, Sai. So if Bastion's gonna beat that thing, he's gotta give up some life points.
Last, I'll place a face-down card, and that will do for now.
Will it? I wouldn't be so sure, whiz kid. I'm sacrificing Chthonian Soldier and all the cards in my hand in order to summon Infernal Incinerator. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Infernal Incinerator?
Better break out your calculator, because if you can't find a formula to beat this guy this turn, you're toast! Face it, Bastion, you don't stand a chance against the Infernal Incinerator, especially since his attack points increase by 200 for every monster you have out in the field.
That thing has 3,400 attack points? That means no matter which monster receives the attack, Bastion's finished!
Now, Infernal Incinerator, attack with Firestorm Blast!
Bastion!
I activate my trap, Amorphous Barrier. When I have 3 or more monsters on my side of the field, this trap negates my opponent's attack and ends the battle. But nice try, Chaz.
Ah, so what? One turn. That's all it buys you. Then you'll be all mine.
I'm afraid there won't be a next turn.
What?
You heard me. And I activate the spell card Bonding H2O. I sacrifice 2 Hydro-Geddons and 1 Oxy-Geddon and summon Water Dragon. And since the number of monsters on my side of the field decreased, your Infernal Incinerator's attack points decrease.
Doesn't matter. My monster's attack points are still higher than yours.
Better double-check your work, because I've already done all the math.
All the math? You mean that Bastion's had all this planned out since the very start?
No, his attack points.
Indeed, that's Water Dragon's special ability. You see, when he's out on the field, the attack points of Fire Attribute and Pyro-type monsters automatically become 0. Now, Water Dragon, attack! Tidal Blast! A well-played duel, Chaz, but not well enough.
Pure luck. You drew a lucky card and stumbled into the win. That's all.
Perhaps.
Huh?
But luck favors the prepared, and I was prepared to beat you with a half-dozen other cards as well. Sorry, you would have lost the duel one way or another. But deny it if you want. Just like you denied throwing my deck into the ocean.
Yeah, prove it.
Well, if you insist. Here, a card I fished out, with a formula I wrote on it. I suppose you could have written it, but then the math would have probably been wrong, and it's not. Chaz, you stole, you lied, you cheated, you lost. You deserve to be demoted.
This can't be.
Bastion Misawa, congratulations and welcome to Obelisk Blue.
No, I must decline that invitation.
What? But what for?
When I first arrived at the academy, I decided I would only enter Obelisk Blue when I became the #1 student in the freshman class. Jaden, of all the new freshmen, I think that student is you.
Hey, thanks. Does that mean you want to settle this right here? I mean, seeing you guys duel really made me want to get my game on.
Sorry, but not now.
Why not?
Because I have a lot of work to do before I duel you. Many formulas to write, theorems to solve, equations to balance. You're a good duelist, Jaden, and I plan to be ready.
Smart move.
He didn't have to prepare for me. He won with just 1 day's notice.
Don't worry, Jaden. Soon my dorm room walls will be filled with new strategies, and we will have our duel. Just be prepared for it to turn out like that ball game. You know, the one where I struck you out.
You just keep dreaming, Bastion. Baseball's a pastime, but dueling's my life. Until then, pal.
All right. Until then it is.
Ha ha ha!
A chilly trouble, never looking too hard. Well, back at class, they never taught us